state program created after the horrific Tops mass shooting to help address poverty on the city's east side faces a major backlog.
Following that tragedy over 4 years ago, the state was focused not only on recovery, but trying to address more generational trauma. Call for Action's Jeff Preval exposes how hundreds of families are left waiting on work from a program intended to help.
Some people may be wondering why the state was focused on issues such as home repairs, economic development, and home ownership following the Tops mass shooting. State officials, including Governor Kathy Hochul, wanted to look beyond the tragedy and start addressing decades of neglect on Buffalo's east side, starting first with where people live.
This is not a press conference day and we walk away. This is a long-standing personal commitment from the governor of New York State to this community, and together we will start to make a difference.
You heard it there from Governor Kathy Hochul after 5/14, making a personal commitment to the city's east side, not to forget about the communities that are here, as the state rolled out multiple programs to help low-income residents in the wake of the massacre.
We're learning one of those programs, the Buffalo East Homeowner Improvement Program, known as BEHIP, which was designed to help Eastside residents with critical home repairs, faces a massive backlog in applications.
A sort of a steady drumbeat of applications, 5, 6 a week, every single week.
Stephen Carnath is the executive director of Broadway Fillmore Neighborhood Housing Services. The not-for-profit focuses on home repair projects across the city of Buffalo and is the largest recipient of BEHIP funding, receiving $6.6 million in taxpayer money from the state since 5/14.
We're reaching low-income homeowners on the east side, and it's really been a terrific program that's really helped a lot of homeowners stay in their homes, and that's really key for us.
Since the tragedy at Tops, New York State's Homes and Community Renewal says 461 individuals and families have received home repairs under BEHIP, and that 16 projects are currently underway.
But with new applications coming in almost every day, BEHIP faces a major backlog in applications, with more than 750 applicants on BEHIP's wait list. According to Broadway Fillmore Neighborhood Housing Services, the highest demand is in the 14215 zip code. U.S. Census data shows nearly 29% of residents in 14215 live below the poverty level. The statewide percentage is half that number. Behind this wait list, you have hundreds of people who are waiting. How long are they waiting? Are they literally waiting years to get the home repairs that they need?
It's a good question. We're right now on our wait list, we're up to June of 2024. So you can see right now, even if we had another 20 million for the east side, we'd have to work through 2 years of folks on the wait list.
Stephen Carnath showed us the database Broadway Fillmore Neighborhood Housing Services regularly updates.
This seems like quite the database.
It is.
As the organization processes new BEHIP applications.
These aren't just names and addresses and dates and numbers on a screen. They're actual people.
They are. We haven't turned off the website, and I have folks saying we need to shut it down because we're giving people false hope. My position is I really want to demonstrate to the city and to the state just how much need there is.
Darlene Coleman's name used to be on the list. In May, we brought you her story of going through 2 long, grueling winters with cold air.
You can see and hear how much air is coming in here.
And eventually rainwater pouring into her home through a sliding glass door after applying to BEHIP and going through a local contractor.
That turned out to be a living nightmare.
Her case went to arbitration. It was determined the contractor would still be paid for the work that was done with taxpayer money. To make things right, a second contractor had to be brought in to waterproof the sliding glass door and get to work on reinstalling 9 windows in Darlene's home.
Reacting to Darlene's story, how do you react to what happened to her on a human level?
It's horrible. It shouldn't have happened.
Stephen Carnath's focus is now on addressing BEHIP's backlog to make sure a program created to assist people after the worst act of domestic terrorism in our region's history works for everyone who asks for help.
With that plea for more help and the tremendous need in Eastside communities, we contacted the governor's office because the governor made that personal commitment to help the city's Eastside. This is what her office says in a statement, quote, Governor Hochul has committed more than $40 million in total housing relief for Buffalo's Eastside community alone, including $20 million for the Buffalo East Homeowner Improvement Program. The state continues to prioritize completing projects and ensuring more families and homeowners receive the support they need for critical repairs. But that statement doesn't really address BEHIP's extensive wait list. So the next time the governor's in town, we'll ask her about the BEHIP backlog and what the state plans to do to fix it. Jeff Preval, News 4.